Alright, well, as you guys remember from the March update here we are. We got the project to get these BOSE Cube jewels mounted and working on here, and I'm kind of excited, but I've never heard them play. You know, the boss has BOSE jewels at his place, and they always sound good. So I need to, before I put anything up there, I mean anything, before I drill a hole or do anything, I need to mount these up at table level to make sure that these things are going to meet my requirements, because right now I'm kind of like 70% happy with the sound coming out of the JVCs. And believe me, if I have to, I will top mount those on the wall there. Just remove the back panels and screw on the panels first, and then put the speakers up there. They look okay, you know, I ain't worried about that, but I got to do a quick hookup here to make sure these are going to sound good. So I'm going to go ahead and get my wire connections all set and hook her on up. I gotta tell you guys, they sound friggin' awesome in here. I'll tell you, I had a little bit of a like a phase problem because they well, let me turn this shit off. Shut the hell up. Damn, O'Kelly girl never shuts up. Got a had a possible phase problem because you see when they do the make these speaker wires in China, and yeah, they came from China. They don't use the red, black, right, positive, negative. So I had to kind of experiment. I don't want to blow up the. I paid a lot for these, so I think I've got them now back in phase here. Yeah. Sounded good. Alright, on with the show. Actually, guys, the luck of the Irish, when I first set them up, I had both speakers out of phase. In other words, the negative into the positive and the positive into negative. Now I've reversed them all, and man, it really sounds great. So I can go ahead and get these mounted up on the wall now. So let's get that started. Alright, so Missy Jen is back. We're shopping errands, and you like it when we pour those old shitty coins in we dug out of the ground into the counting machine. The woman goes crazy when she sees that crap, huh?
Well, the machine completely got
locks up. I love it.
Assistance needed.
Love it.
And I mean, there was coins sticking in the suit and stuff.
She turned in the old coins when we go metal detecting. We turn in the crappy coins there, so it's kind of funny.
And the lady had did you dump them out here? Yeah.
No, they're just there. I don't know where they are. I got to keep moving. Anyway, guys, I thank you, Missy Jen, for running.
Okay.
Had to drill a few holes up there to figure out what's going on. The first one, I started to get some metal shavings at the back. I said, oh shit, well, better not do there. So I went down, I got a good location there, and fished her through on that side. Oh, the BOSE speakers sound fantastic, by the way. The little jewels sound great. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and hook them up. You can see them sitting here. I gave them a test run earlier. So
what was them yesterday that didn't sound good?
Those BOSE Vectors, which is like a BOSE subsidiary company that just makes crap. Yeah, so we've now pitched Panasonic and BOSE. Your tongue's out. Yeah. Get rid of that crap. I hate bad sound. Alright guys, so I fished it through up there on that side. It's a little high because it's lower out here than it is on the inside. So we'll get that side down. I don't think I'm going to be feeding them both through down in the existing hole down there. So I'm going to go ahead and measure and try to get the other one chooched through with some kind of symmetry on the inside here. Maybe do a little better job of drilling the friggin' hole. Uh-oh.
The little
Alpo. Ooh, this will have Georgie farting, blowing the covers off the bed tonight.
Last time they had it, they didn't fart.
Fart free? Okay, good, because Georgie can really stink like a mofo.
We'll give it another shot.
All right, on with the project. All right. full metal jacket.
You just made my lenses pop out
There
of
we
my
go.
glasses.
Well, we got both sides pulled through. We're going to tape off this other side too. I probed down in the bottom. Down here, if you see to the left of the power, I'd like to mount this RCA double banana females in there next to that. So I'm going to go ahead between the two of those little holes there and center drill a hole. I'm all clear for the power cable. That's the important thing. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. We got both of the RCA banana male connectors coming through the back, so now it's time to get the back plate mounted up, and we can call that done on there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that into position and all squared up and all secured down. I went ahead and mounted a couple anchors, as you can see up there, and I also wanted to make sure I taped those connectors on so they wouldn't work loose. You never know. So I always feel better when they're secure. So we'll go ahead and pop that back into position there, and then I'll tighten the anchors and we should be ready to pop the faceplate on. Mission accomplished on the downside, so now we need to go ahead and push through the wire amounts we're going to need to do the mounting. I've got wood over here on the side, got it on the side, so I'm going to be mounting at least the right side BOSE mounting thing up there on the favoring to the putting this to the outside of the wire feed over there, because I want to be able to get this secured into some of that. I've got the header above the window there, so I want to be able to use that wood to advantage, and later I'll fill that caulk up that hole and everything, and we'll be good to go. I couldn't put a grommet. I guess I could have gotten a split grommet to go around the cable and then go in, but I don't have any access to that, and I can't get a big regular size grommet around there. So you do what you got to do. So I'm going to go outside now and start getting the cabling secured on the outside, and then feed in the excess into the wall, and then we should be good to go to do our inside connections. But that's looking really good down there. Wow, took a little bit of doing, but there is unit number 1 up and mounted. Yeah, we need to do a little bit of filling and touch up, but I decided to run the cable through the back, and I can use a black cable tie to sort of secure it a little lower there. So I'm very happy about the way that first one turned out. Now if we can get the other one pretty much put in up there, we should be good to go. So got our out panel on, and we're looking good, kinda. Okay, finally there's number 2 up and mounted, and tried to center it basically on the table here, so that's pretty good. So they look good. They're mounted. Should give a nice stereo effect. So I think I'll just stop a minute and make sure everything's good to date before I go ahead and hook down the wiring on the outside and inside the wall. So yeah, looking good. Missy Jen's happy, huh? Get some of the schmutz out of the kitchen, huh? All right. Well, we're rolling a little Marcus Warner. What do you think, Missy Jen? Huh?
I drink to that.
Sounds awesome, doesn't it? We get more speakers out of the kitchen and more stuff done. So, yeah, we're both very happy with it. So, I don't want to get a copyright strike. So, all right. With everything all neat on the outside, it's time to push some of our cables back in and get things neatened up on the feeds down here into the back of the kitchen wall. So I'm going to go ahead and get my cable tie downs and everything and get this thing chooching. These little cable ties work great. I just chooch them around the back here and push her on through. And then I just take my long nose pliers here and just pull it right through like that. And I've got the cutters And it really makes a nice, neat wiring package, because of course this is going to be painted this summer, everything. So these wires will really blend into the wall here. So yeah, you get down here and get another one on here. Yeah, these things, you don't need the real big ones, just the small ones. Because I don't want to put multiple hold downs here. I just want to tie on to what I have. That way I'm not scoring up the, putting a ton of crap in. And then I want to get some expanding foam and put it in to fill those holes for sure. So, and it binds them together real good. Cut her off. She's all good, guys. Just pull her down tight and snug her in. Good. That takes care of one side. Got a good feed. A lot of the cable, of course, will be hidden underneath it there. And as I said in the previous little installment, it's all going to be painted out here anyway, so a lot of this stuff will basically disappear, camouflaged by the paint color. So we got one side done. Now it's time to go over and grab the other side and get that chooch down real good. And then we can clean up a little bit out here and then go back inside for one final cleanup and wrap up on the BOSE kitchen install. I love it when some asshole decides to give the whole neighborhood a concert, right? This dick. Well, I figured our speakers would end up across the street at the yard sale that we got rid of. And they did, which is okay, you know. They need the money more than me. Anyway, just came back to check and make sure everything dried real good on the front here. Still looking good. Can't wait to get the place painted up, the whole chooch, the whole shooting match. So, all right, back inside. Thanks for the concert, asshole. All right, guys. Ooh, this is a wrap up on the BOSE install, and there's Missy Jen enjoying your. What are you watching, honey? How to replace your roundy TV tube there? Well, Jen really likes. What are you, a real aficionado of 1960s color TVs and stuff like that? So, isn't that cool? So you can learn how to replace your TV tube there. So, let me just, sorry, honey, let me just kill that sound a minute. So, how to replace your.
That's what I'm gonna start.
There you go.
Next.
Yeah, she's gonna start getting into vintage TV repair. She likes in case some of those big CRTs implode on you.
I'm gonna do coin roll hunting and TV.
Yeah, well, you can never learn enough about how to replace a roundy in TV. Anyway, guys, we are done the install, and isn't it nice to see a clean kitchen without a lot of stuff on top there? And yeah, it turned out great. I know Jen's happy because the less schmutz around the kitchen. Sorry to interrupt your viewing there, honey.
Yeah.
The less she's mad, the better. So we got the install on the outside. All we got to do is paint up a little bit on the right hand side, and everything is all neat and clean. You never have to turn off the amplifier or anything. We got everything back. The computer's just sitting on the chair as promised. Thanks for being along today. Booyah!